Hello, welcome to Tuesday Tips with the Star Coach Show. Does coaching really bring value? Now, certainly we know when we're consultants or when we're experts in a field, we're going to give value. We're going to give value through the answers that we give, through our expertise. So, what value, if any, does the coaching partnership bring? Well, I'm here to give some tips and tricks on what the coaching partnership really brings forward. Hi, I'm Meg Rentschler. I'm the host of the Star Coach Show, where each and every week we bring strategies, tools, and resources forward for you, whether you're a coach or a leader who would like to use more coaching in your leadership style to engage and empower your team. A little tidbit there of something that the coaching partnership brings forward. So, today, let's explore a little bit about what the coaching partnership does. If you're a coach, maybe you can be thinking about how you frame your value proposition. If you're curious about what the heck coaching is, it's a great place to be so that you can explore. Whether you are listening to this live, I want to welcome you there, or if you are listening to the replay, thank you for coming. It's not going to be long. Stay with us and let's explore some elements of what the coaching partnership does. And then I'm going to highlight what the new show for the Star Coach Show is tomorrow, because remember, every Wednesday morning, a new show comes into the feed. If you would like to follow the Star Coach Show, be sure to subscribe wherever you are watching me now. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, please subscribe. We would love to keep you updated with all the tips and tricks we can around coaching. If you're watching right now on Facebook or LinkedIn, be sure to leave a comment about how this information is impacting you. And like I said, if you're listening to the replay, be sure to leave a comment and I'll be happy to jump right in there and respond. So when we think about coaching, what's coaching? Well, the reality is coaching has blown up over the past. I first transitioned from being a therapist to a coach back in 2008. Even in that period of time, coaching has just exploded. As a matter of fact, the coaching industry is the second fastest growing global sector. So 62% increase in revenue in what coaching brings in the way of money from 2019 to 2023. And then the numbers of people who are being certified as coaches has blown up as well. So 54% increase from 2019 to 2022. What's going on with that? What is it about coaching that's attracting people and drawing people in? Well, there's a reason that people seek out coach partners to help them increase their clarity, get obstacles out of their way, and reach those goals that they're striving for. Organizations more and more are seeing the value of coaching for their people to grow, to way to build their leaders, and for their leaders to build their teams. Now, anybody who has followed me for a while knows that one of the things I love doing is going into organizations and helping their leaders learn how to turn up their curiosity, turn up their asking and inquiry to empower their teams, to invite the people on their teams into their own growth and development, because that's what coaching does. It encourages engagement, empowerment, and it really enlightens people to step into their greatness. So Over the course of the last decade or so, coaching is becoming more and more accepted as a valuable tool. Therefore, if you're thinking about becoming a coach, stay and listen some more. If you already are a coach, how are you putting your value proposition out there? And as I said, if you're a leader who wants to use coaching to enhance your leadership, ah, you are going to knock it out of the park with your team if you use a little more coaching. When leaders use coaching, they drive success. They increase the overall buy-in of their teams, and isn't that exciting? All the changes that we've had in workplace dynamics, an emphasis on employee engagement, have really increased the demand for what coaching can bring. And what results we get. As a matter of fact, coaching shows an incredible return on investment. So let's talk about 5 ways that coaching really moves the dial for people. And the reason we're leaning into this for my Tuesday tips today is that my show tomorrow is going to be with one of my clients who wanted to come on and talk about what coaching has done to help her as a leader, to enhance her team, to increase her productivity and her overall success as a leader. So stay tuned and we'll talk more about that in just a minute. Let's start with the first thing that coaching does and the coaching partnership does to move the needle for our clients. And that starts in curiosity. Curiosity is a catalyst for growth. When we explore and discover with people, when we lean into asking and inquiring, what does that do? That motivates their gray matter. That drives them, these people that we're working with, to explore new ideas, to expand their lens, to explore beyond what their current assumptions are. So we want to challenge those assumptions. What else could be true? What else could be a co-created solution? So, as a coach instructor working with people across the world with what coaching brings, one of the things I hear from people who are learning to coach, who through that learning process, they can be the coach in different scenarios, they could be the client, they could be an observer. Through that learning process, we see coaching through all those different angles. And what does that do? That creates new innovative ideas. It allows us to see things through different perspectives. And that's a huge element of what coaching does. It changes and shifts perspective. We reframe. We see it. We challenge people to look at it from another angle, look from a different way. What else can be true? You're going to hear about that in my interview with my client. So, what coaches do is ask powerful questions that tap into the client's brain, that opens up their deep thinking. Now, even as I say that, I wouldn't necessarily say to a client, what I'm going to do is ask you powerful questions and it's going to, I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm just going to ask you questions and that's not attractive. That's not an exploration. What is powerful around curiosity is I'm going to challenge your thinking. I'm going to help you think beyond the current place that you're thinking so that we can co-create a great solution together through curiosity, through um, through challenge, and through thinking differently. Often we get stuck in the place that we're in. And it's in having a coaching partner to help us go faster, further with more clarity. Because when we're in here and we're just stuck in our own spin, it's hard to break out of that unless somebody challenges us to think differently. So, our first thing is that curiosity is a catalyst for change. And that's one of the things that we as coaches provide for our clients. We also, too, provide accountability and committed action. Now, we're not the ones that create committed action, our clients do, but it's through that structured accountability. It's through clients saying out loud to their coach what they're going to do. It's creating that structure and that process that challenges clients to step into what's possible, step into what they can explore, what they can experiment with. That's what creates momentum. In exploring readiness for change, do I recognize that there's an issue? If I do, how important is it to me? And what's my level of confidence in my ability to change things? All of those, talking those things through, making committed action around structured accountability is a huge piece of the coaching relationship. It fosters movement because in coaching, we want to explore the client's thoughts, their beliefs, what they're telling themselves, and ultimately what they're going to do. How are they going to move forward? It's the balance between exploring their thoughts through curiosity and then challenging committed action and accountability to begin to see that movement happen. Now, sometimes that movement's not happening because the client needs number three, clarity. And what we can do as the coach partner is provide reflection. There's a huge value in the client hearing their words back, hearing their thoughts back, exploring what they want to do with that, providing feedback. Sometimes that feedback comes through assessments, sometimes that feedback comes through other people sort of connecting us, challenging our client to potentially um, potentially thinking differently. Sorry, I got distracted for just a second. We want to get our clients to hear their thoughts, hear their beliefs, and sometimes when we hear those back through reflection, it taps into something deeper. So, in that, and I think I was talking about feedback when I got distracted. I'm sorry. So, through that constructive feedback, we are sharing observation, we're sharing suggestion, but without committing or being attached to how the client takes that. We're just offering. We offer as coaches. So we can create clarity for the client. The client is the one that's on that journey towards clarity. However, when we keep everything in our heads, when we just stay stuck to our own thoughts and our own and keep it all in our head, it sounds very different in our head than when it comes out our mouths. And that's one of the benefits of the coaching partnership. Our clients begin to talk about things, they begin to share. And with that sharing, they can create clarity because they've got another person to bounce it off of. So, we have the concept of one, curiosity as a catalyst for growth. Two, this accountability and commitment that comes through the partnership. Three, the clarity that the client can establish through reflection and feedback. Four, personalizing the strategy and the support that the client needs. Now, that doesn't mean that we do it for the client. The coaching relationship is about co-creation, customizing the approach specific to that client, challenging our clients to think about what are the needs that they're bringing to the table. What's the destination that they're wanting to get to? And how can that all work together? So, we want to be able to maintain our focus, our full concentration on our clients to get their personalized strategy and support so that they make those goals and they maintain their focus, they maintain their momentum forward. And when we're thinking about momentum, we're going to do number 5. And number 5 is enhanced motivation and confidence. When a client works with a coach, they have a partner to bounce ideas off of, to explore, what do I recognize about this situation? What do I want to be different? How important is it to me? What's my level of my belief in my ability to do anything about this? So when we have a partner, think about having a workout partner or having a partner that you meet to do, book club with, or any, go lift weights with the person, or, go hiking with somebody. When we've got a partner, it's that much more motivational. Having a coach partner helps inspire and motivate clients. They've got somebody to touch base with, to visit with and explore what they want to do, where they want to go with things. So we want to be able to celebrate our clients' successes with them. We want to reinforce those positive behaviors. We want to challenge behaviors that might get in the way. Everything that we do with our clients, everything we say, every question we ask, every reflection we make is to forward them towards the direction that they want to go in. That's what a coach partner does. So, when we leverage our strengths, our clients' strengths, and curiosity, we're really utilizing the coaching partnership to help clients go faster, further, with more clarity than when they try to do everything themselves. And that is exactly what my client, Dr. Dondra Seacrest, talks about in tomorrow's newest episode of the Star Coach Show. In her interview, Dr. Seacrest, who is a dean at Texas Tech University, talks about leadership's role in a coaching culture, how she uses coaching to be that much better as a leader to her team. She talks about how, for her individually, having a coach helps her with her own readiness to step into action, as well as her belief in herself, and how coaching brings respect to her team through her perspective. And finally, she talks about how sometimes coaching needs to be reframed. Sometimes, depending upon the organization that you're in, coaching might be set up as a negative instead of as a positive. So, how can we reframe coaching as a privilege? Now, we talk about that sometimes as coaches, but it's really refreshing to hear a client talk about that in tomorrow's interview. Now, Dr. Seacrest likes to say, I don't know how anybody lives without a coach. So, tomorrow's episode that's going to go live on Wednesday morning is How Do I Live Without a Coach with Dr. Dondra Seacrest. She really explores what coaching can do for leaders, for um, for family members, for just the way we show up as individuals. So I invite you to subscribe to wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Star Coach Show STAR, strategies, tools, and resources for professional coaches. We're on every podcast platform. So please take a moment to subscribe. And here on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. Let me know how this has impacted you. And then tomorrow, my show with Dr. Dondra Seacrest will be right here on the Star Coach channel. Super excited to be here with you. Thanks for being a Star Coach listener, and leave a comment about what you'd like to have, either a Tuesday tip or one of my live solo shows, which, by the way, we tape the live solo show every third Thursday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Be sure to hop on and join me and get your comments on the show. So until tomorrow, when the show goes live, I wish you the very best for your coaching success. I wish you the best for whatever you're doing. And thanks for being here. Have a great day.